Football. On your feet. And welcome your 5-time Super Bowl champion, San Francisco 49ers.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
14 yards.
Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
A gain of 14.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
On second down, it's Williams. They're trying to set up the screen here to Swift.
Williams pass, complete to DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 7. And this is third down.
Third down and 3. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Purdy now on second down. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. But what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
McCaffrey now on first and 10.
First and McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Man in motion here is Jennings. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Third and 9. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We've seen a couple of punts so far to start this game out, so they'll try it again in this scoreless game with first and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Second and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get forward for a couple. Luke Gifford in on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On third down, it's Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
And the Bears, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bears.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On first and 10, it's Williams. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
And a fair catch is taken, and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, 30. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll get this out wide. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, but looks like this one might be coming back.
Still 2nd down.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down short of the 1st down. It is a gain of 8, but it leads to 4th down.
A gain of 9.
I used to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's 3rd and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the 1st down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on 3rd down, you add it on top of the punt.
Much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Man, left side, that's Zacchaeus. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
Offside. Defense. Still 3rd down.
So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a gain of a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll take off again. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They will run it over center with Swift. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jason Pinnock there to end it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got Komet. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. A first catch for DJ, and a first down.
17 yards. That's another Bears first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Bears first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Bears in possession. We are ready to get back underway. They'll go play action here with Williams. Cross right side to the tight end Komet. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Of the goal line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Manungai, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he's in! Cole Komet, touchdown Bears.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, 49ers nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
24 yards.
A gain there of 24 yards. First down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Open man there, it is Bourne.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. To throw is Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Purdy going to keep this one himself, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming in.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
3rd down and 9. Purdy to throw. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down and 8. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
27-yard attempt.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Niners are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Piñeiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw downfield caught by Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
So anytime a defense sees an offense set up with an empty backfield, a lot of times these blitzes, these are checks. And this is where, as a quarterback, you have to understand who is accounted for by my protection and who is not. Anybody who blitzes that you can't block, that job is on you to get that ball out of your hand.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd down. Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's complete commit with the catch. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Moore to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Niners offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. On 1st and 10, Purdy. To the former Cal Bear, Diggs. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
That's taken in by Jennings.
Complete to Jawan Jennings. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Purdy. His throw left side is complete. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 2. Back to the air again is Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Montez Sweat, they're on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Purdy on 1st down. Over the middle to Kittle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
The run here with McCaffrey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard
Well, here he is just
line.
taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. And we can see the results.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 14-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Kittle is the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He takes off.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the first down.
On the run. Good blocking, and he's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass. And after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Bears 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Off play action. Here's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Swift. Open space to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, they find themselves in a tight game here in the second half, and they're thinking, we got to get this guy going. He hasn't done much up until this point, but man, you talk about making a play when your team needed it. That's the kind of play that sparks the offense, and now see if they can finish this drive with some points.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They're trying to set up the screen here to Swift. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Niners have got it. Still going. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and a great return for the touchdown. Greg, What a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will get out in front 17-7.
Bears 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On 2nd down, Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. Show on there, caught by Kittle. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
It's fourth down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Amador Lador on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. D. Winters there to bring him down.
29-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one on target to Moore. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
He's got Loveland free left side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Here's Williams. Look wide. Get this one complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down. Throw it again. It's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze.
Complete to number 15, Ron Odunze. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Williams to the air once more. They track him down. That ball is out. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The 49ers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Give to McCaffrey on the option. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Your tight end motioning left here. He'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Kittle is the man in motion. They run once more with McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
T.J. Edwards on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 27
Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
That one broken up. In the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
He'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Open man there. It is Bourne. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw again with Purdy.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. Here's Purdy. To the goal line and in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown. 49ers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Bears 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Over the middle, he's got 30. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5.
McCaffrey on the carry. Montez Sweat brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A give from McCaffrey running right. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Purdy making the read and keeping it. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone replay is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They bring a tight end in motion left. So a win here for the 49ers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.